How's it going, everybody? Ben here, team leader of the Apex team, and I'm with Mark Davis, the Vice President of Commercial Lending at Bank of Tucson. We're here talking today a little bit about building a relationship with a local bank and the value that that has. Do you want to talk a little bit about maybe our story and how we met initially and how that relationship has unfolded?
Absolutely. Relationship started a few years back with Ben, and it's really ironic the way that it's turned out. Ben came in right out of school. You were looking for your first small little loan, which was for banking a little difficult to do, and there's no history when there was no track record, so to speak. But being at a community bank, and I've been in banking now 20 years, spent the majority of my time in the larger banks where our discussion probably would have ended that day. But because we have a small community bank, we're able to make our decisions here in-house. I was able to talk with Ben and get a game plan of what he was looking to do. And it really impressed me with your detail and the detail to the little specifics, and his backup plan at that time made a lot of sense. So I went to my bosses at the time, Chief Credit Officer and the bank president, and really pushed it. I got a lot of eyebrows at first, again, because it was a brand new graduate looking to do something different. But I don't know if you recall, but Ben actually turned us down with the first opportunity because of our fees, if you remember that. Yeah. And one of the things I had really tried to impress on Ben at the time is the value of what he was purchasing at that point in time. The bank was entering into a risky situation, so to speak, because we were taking a first-timer. But with some solid performance and proof over time, we were going to be able to work those loans to be more favorable for you as we grew in size. And really it was all in Ben's lap at that point in time, and our whole focus is on the proof is in the pudding, so to speak. And this is 4 years later. We've grown our loan relationship immensely.
Yes, we have.
And we've got a lot of big plans for things to come in the near future. It's been a joint relationship. This has been a partnership, and this is exactly how we like to do banking here. Ben has been a tremendous advocate of the bank, has brought me loan referrals as well, which keeps our lights on. And it's such a pleasure for me to see him grow and to see your company grow.
Thank you.
Completely 100% on point with what his game plan was. And if anything, you've done better than I even anticipated.
Yeah, I think the reality at the time when you talk about me turning down the first terms on the loan is I didn't understand the benefits of the relationship. And when you have a local bank, the relationship that you can build, and you can ask them to take a risk on you. Young guy coming out of school, no proven track record, and they were willing to take a risk with me, and I delivered. And then I asked them to take a little bigger risk, and we delivered again. And we built this relationship and this track record. There's a few tipping points, in my opinion, of our company and what's allowed us to gain the success that we've had thus far and what is going to carry us in the future. And one of those was that first loan with Bank of Tucson, because the reality is that first loan opened up a lot of doors. And so for that, I wanted to just say thank you so much.
Absolutely.
For anybody looking to talk about banking, to talk about options for loans or investments, Bank of Tucson is a great place to stop and have a conversation. Cannot recommend them enough. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Ben.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.